Hi, this is Stacie from StacieRabbit Jewelry. Today I'm joining you with Jessie James Beads and the Think Pink Magical Mystery Bead Box. Today we are going to make this fun crochet-inspired beaded necklace. It's going to be lots of fun. Stay tuned. In order to make this project, you're going to need a few things. I chose my beads from my favorite bead mix in this box, which is called You Can Never Go Wrong with a Little Pink. A lot works too. You can choose other beads. That was just Stacie's pick today. And you will also need some 26 gauge craft wire. I happen to have this in rose gold. And I've already loaded some of my beads onto the wire, which is what you'll want to do. The last thing, which is kind of not a typical thing in a jeweler's set of tools, but a lot of us are other types of crafters. And you will want a crochet hook to complete this project. I'm using a size K, but I don't actually find that different sizes make too much of a difference. I've used a couple different sizes and it's worked just fine. To get started, what we're going to do is just release some of the wire. I have maybe a foot or two from the spool, and I put the little protector back on so the wire doesn't go flying everywhere. Because I figured nobody wanted to watch me load beads on a wire, I've just put a bunch of the beads that I'm going to use on the wire. We're going to make 3 crocheted strands and then kind of twist those together. The way that I find that's easiest to do this is to basically get it kind of started by making a loop. So I just twist to kind of hold, you know, a loop in place. This is going to be on the end. It's going to be kind of wrapped up by the clasp. It is not going to be perfect. Does not need to be perfect. So if you've ever crocheted, this is pretty much what you're going to do. So you're going to wrap the wire around the hook and just pull it through to make a loop. You can try and keep your loops the same size. I find they get off and it looks more organic anyway. So again, just pull it through. So you're basically just doing a crochet technique. And you can adjust the size of these loops too. So this one I feel is a little small, so I'm just gonna mess with it a little bit. So again, grab the wire and through. And I do a couple inches like this because the stuff on the end is going to be behind your neck or twisting it together, so you don't really need to put beads there. So we'll do one more and pull it through. So we're going to do exactly the same thing, but we're going to add a bead. So this bead is right here. So you pull your bead down so it's touching the last loop that you made. You're going to grab the wire again and pull it through. What that does is lock the little bead in place. I don't put beads on every single loop. I just think it's too much, and so I usually put 1 or 2 empties in between. And again, see, my loops are not all the same. It'll still look great in the end. It's a very organic looking technique. It's not really meant to be perfect, but it looks really good. So you take another bead and send it down. I left 2 blank loops in between, and I just pull it through. And I am going to make another 2. So you're going to keep doing this. One thing, sometimes if I have a really little bead like this guy here, sometimes I'll only leave 1 loop. So this guy, I'll only put one loop and send the next bead down. So you're just going to continue this. I work directly from the spool again, and you are going to just keep making this chain until it's probably like about 13-15 inches, and then you'll just make 3 of these. So let me go ahead and finish this, and then I'll show you what I have, and I'll show you. So I will show you what I have, which is one long strand, and you know, I just cut it off from the spool when I was done, and we're going to go ahead and make 2 more of these. So let me show you again how I started this. And what I did was I just kind of fold the wire over to make a loop, and then I kind of secure it by wrapping the tail around a few times. You can just fold it down so it doesn't poke you in the finger, or if you're really fancy, you can cut it off. Crochet hook goes through the loop, and then you grab the wire, pull it through the hoop. Grab the wire with the hook, pull it through the loop. Grab the wire with the hook, pull it through the loop. And you'll do this maybe half a dozen times just to get started and create a base. So if you want to add a bead, again, you slide the bead down, grab the wire with the hook, pull it through the loop. It's a big honking bead, so I'm going to leave a little bit more space between it. So I'm going to put probably 3 or 4, just so they're not crowded up. Grab and pull through, so leaving a little space there. Going to do the same thing again, slide a bead down, grab and pull through, grab and pull through. And this is what I have so far. So I'm going to go ahead and finish crocheting this strand and another identical one, and I'll show you how we assemble it. I have crocheted beads onto a rose gold 26 gauge wire and created 3 different strands that you can see here. Each of my strands is about 15 centimeters long. Sorry, 15 inches long. 15 centimeters is not a lot. So to finish this off, we are going to collect up all of the ends on one side. And we are just going to twist those together. Like that. And one of the loops is sticking out, which is perfect, so we can use it. So after you do that, you'll just want to trim off and tuck in any pokey pieces that are left. So I'm just going to make sure that all of our little wires are tucked in. You may need to trim them as well. If you want to protect this a little bit more, you can also put a bead cap over this as well. So what I do to kind of make this look the best, let's see if I can do it this way, is I will just very loosely braid these strands. So how I'm going to do that is I'm going to just take the right over the middle strand, the left over the middle strand, right over the middle strand, the left over the middle strand, the right over the middle strand, the left over the middle strand. And you can just see that these are gently braided. So right, left, right, left, right. And we're kind of approaching the end here. So I'm going to do the same thing that I did before, which is try and just join up my 3 wires and twist them together. So again, you're gonna have little sharp pieces you will need to trim off and tuck in. The other thing you can do is if you have a bigger bead cap, you can also put that over these as well. But these do not seem sharp anymore after I've kind of worked with them. So this is kind of what you have. And it's like, you can kind of shape it how you want. And it is a pretty cool design. I was actually thinking of, you could add a focal, you could add a focal to it as well down here. And so to finish this off, I was actually just going to connect this on with this super cool, fun lobster clasp. So I am just grabbing my other chain nose pliers, which has gotten away from me. Gonna open that jump ring, grab one of our loops, put on that clasp, close it up, make sure it's closed, and then we can add another jump ring to the other side. You could even attach it onto here if you wanted the clasp. You don't need to add another jump ring, but we have them here, so we're going to do it. Here is our final necklace design. It is so fun and so organic. Thank you so much for joining me.